Here we are, Stiefel. Just took a trip up here. Sad to know, but this place is going to hell. Instead of resurfacing the rink, you can see here, as they put like this shitty tar surface on here, the Burrow did. So you're down to like grade level 3 blacktop, which will eat your equipment and your knees and your wheels quicker than dog shit. And obviously this is starting to wear off. So if this don't get repaved, whatever. But as you can see, she's pretty much going to the shit bed because a couple guys, whatever, were running this for a few back years, whatever you want to call it, made the cash cow out of it. Because obviously it's easy to do something like this when it's already here. I painted these lines and dots on here about 5 years ago for them just because they got it resurfaced or resealed. These are my creases and whatever, but you can see it's easy just to get guys to come to the league, show up, charge them, and put it in your pocket when there's no maintenance done to your facility. Like these boards should have been painted obviously years ago. They were just put up for replacement, whatever. This rink could look 40 times better than what it does. It is what it is. I don't got the time or the efforts to get the Burrow to come up here to try to resurface this. So it looks like they cash cowed it out and said, hey, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna have to put some of our own pocket money into it. So they're just gonna let it fly, I think, is what it's looking like. I hope not, but you can see here, weeds. There wasn't a weed here when I ran this facility, but you can see how it's just going to hell. And the bad part is, I should say the bad part, the good part is it's solid. You can see here, all these boards are painted on the outside, they're solid. But just little rinky dink shit like this, if you look, it's just run down, and it's gonna take the right person that wants to make this pretty and make it theirs again. But you're gonna have to do some work for the surface mainly, for the safety of the players, and obviously just little stuff like the net. I remember I painted the nets every session red, and obviously I rewired them or remeshed them. You know, those nets there haven't been touched in years. That actually, be honest with you, there is black, what do they call that, pipe insulator and electrical tape, which is what I use. So therefore, you obviously, if it hit that, you can tell it was in a net. That shit's been there since I ran the league probably 15 years ago. So I don't know, just a sad sight here. I'm not blaming anybody or barking. It's just, I'm a guy that does it for the love and the care for the game. And I love to see it when the lights are on and it looks beautiful and stuff. But yeah, you can see what I'm talking about right there. How that is hanging down that old ripped shit. And just, but that way of doing anything is becoming obsolete. Same thing with the softball down over the hill. There was a couple good guys that ran that, and this place was lit up on a Tuesday night like a Friday Night Lights kind of thing. But two guys that were running it didn't care. I mean, didn't care about the money. It was more to me about filling this place with hockey and love and teaching kids how to referee, etc. But in today's world, it's about collecting the dollar, and we'll make you a schedule because guys want to play the game, obviously, and they don't want to do the work of organizing anything, which is common, called laziness. So yeah, they'll come up here and they'll give you $60 to make a schedule, and then they'll play on this shit. So, but after it goes sour, as you can see, this is about as plain as you can get. A shitty surface with shitty boards. Obviously it goes sour, and then nobody wants to be a part of it because it takes a lot of effort to maintain it. And so long story short, I was trying to get back in the mix here helping these guys. And I told them the main thing here, if you want to do, if you want me involved, is the visual. When you pull into anywhere and you see a beautiful facility and you see it painted and you see it clean, obviously, you see garbage in the cans, you see your referees with helmets on, just little stuff. All makes it look serious, and it makes it look official. Because no guys, including myself, and I still play, I'm tired of coming to leagues and basically playing organized pickup is all it is. You wear your jersey to the game. You have a couple of clowns you give $20 to try to referee. And obviously you have a schedule that somebody makes and gives it to you. That is called organized pickup where I come from. And then you show up to the rink like this. You play your heart off because you love the game. and you have a couple guys that are refereeing just for $20, not because they love the game or they love skating, they want the 20 bucks, which I can't blame you, but not where I come from. But this is just a tutorial walkthrough. I hope this doesn't fall in. I hope somebody takes over it, whatever. I would be interested in helping them, but not running it. Just with my kids doing stuff and me running around and work, whatever. I really can't run this like I did back in my college days. But this is just an over and out video here of Stiefel hockey. Like I said, it used to be the love for the game and the money came second. I think, if I remember right, I used to charge guys $20 to play up here, 10 games, and you got playoffs and an all-star game. And then of course you had to pay the referees amongst your team. This up here now is $60 to play. But I'm telling you, I don't know. When you gave me that $20, at least 3/4 of that money went into me painting this son of a bitch. Painting logos on it, advertisements, boards, music, announcing, etc. And I'm not dogging on anybody else by saying that. That's just the truth. I was able to do all that charging $20, which is not even heard of today. But this being in a public park, you could probably do this league and make a couple dollars for yourself if that's what you're concerned about. You could probably do this league for $40. Give them a 10-game schedule, have the teams pay the referees, get a couple, 4 guys, maybe even a guy like myself just wants to make some extra money, get it reffed, get it organized, get it painted up. But you would have to put some money into painting this rink to be the visual. The visual of this is, yeah, this is called backyard garbage hockey because the visual looks like trash. And that's nobody's fault because this is in a park. So if you wanted to run a league up here, you could paint the boards. You could, matter of fact, the kid in Newcastle's doing that right now. He's leasing that rink and he's painting it up and it looks good. Unfortunately, the talent's not coming and it's just not as serious as it was back in the day. But yeah, this is here for the taking. If you wanted to run a Thursday night league out of here, you could. If you can get 10 teams to pay you Thursday night, come up here and play. This is open to the public. But the visual is nah. Like I said, everything is visual. When you go to buy a new car, right? You're attracted to the car. Where if you found a 2022 Chevy Silverado and the fenders were falling off, even though it was brand new, is it really? Because the visual says this thing's junk. And that's kind of like what hockey rinks or anything does. The visual sells you on junk. But this is just me blurting up here because I'm hanging out with my friend Josh up here and we just took a small walk, yesteryear walk. This is Stiefel hockey here, 2022. Like I said, she's rolling over, I feel like, because nothing has went on here in a year or so. And I think a lot of it obviously is because of the surface. And like I said, I don't know if the borough just don't want to do it or how that works, to be honest with you. But there is no ladies softball anymore. And good for the guys down on the hill. My buddy Scavarla took over the men's softball. So there is men's softball going on again. Those guys resurrected the league and it's at least taken off with like 8 or 10 teams. So, but here we go. Over and out here from Stiefel Park and Ellwood City Hockey Rink. Over and out.